Hello, I'm Chris Marzak, Quality Firewood Supply, and I'm going to show you some of the equipment that we use to harvest Michigan's fine hardwoods. And we supply wood to over 3,000 customers that depend on us to take care of their heating needs to keep their house warm in the winter. Now this machine I've got right here is a John Deere 8G. It's a 200 horsepower grapple skidder. It's used for pulling the trees out of the forest, and then it has other duties, like it has a bulldozer blade for decking logs and keeping the haul roads clean. This machine has got 7-foot tall tires that are 3.5 foot wide, and you can see we've got chains on the back for extra traction. On the back of the machine we have this large grapple attachment. It will grab 8 to 10 trees at a time and pull them out of the forest, and it does this all without us having to do any physical work. Everything on this operation is done with machinery. We don't have to touch one piece of wood all day long. Now this machine will pull, like I said, 7 to 10 complete trees out. That's the whole tree, the top, everything. And it's a very durable machine. This is the 5th one that we've had. Normally we get 20,000 hours life off each machine, and this machine was $250,000 brand new. It's very ecologically sound. The wide tires don't make ruts. It keeps the forest nice and clean, and allows us to pull every bit of the wood out and where we process it with our different machines. You've seen my boy doing, he's got that Hydrac 721E, and he's cutting trees down, but it's part of our merchandising program. Now in the woods you have so many trees that are over 2 foot diameter, and so many trees that are between like 6 and 14 inches, and then you have a lot of brush. Now with our system we can do basically land clearing. We can knock the trees down, we can get all the brush in one bunch, we can put the firewood in another bunch. We can separate the trees that have what they call grade logs. In other words, that's a log that can be taken to a sawmill and cut up for, a higher use. In other words, like if you want boards for furniture or truck beds or whatever. This operation, we use 100% of the wood. We can go there and we'll cut the trees down. The brush, we can run through our whole tree chipper, the Blue Ox chipper. The trees that are between 8, 14 inches, even 16 inches diameter, we'll bring them up to the slasher. has got an 800 horse Caterpillar diesel, and it will take trees up to 2 foot diameter, and in 10 to 15 seconds it'll grab the crane over here, the big crane with the grapple, will grab the trees, stick it in the mouth of the machine, and it'll end up going out the discharge of the machine into these beautiful chips. It's very uniform, it allows the wood to dry quickly, and it can be used for industrial heat. And we've been supplying different power plants in the state of Michigan for over 25 years. But this machine is very dependable. We're able to put it in the woods. It's able to, believe it or not, we could have a 50-foot semi, and after it backs in, it takes us approximately 8 minutes to blow 120 cubic yards of wood chips into that trailer. And like I said, the wood is 100% usable. We have less than 1% dirt in the product, and it's a very good product. And we have a contract to supply over 1,000 loads of wood chips. But if you're a Firewood customer, this machine is very good for you, because what happens is if we have any softwood or treetops or buggy trees or rotten trees, anything that isn't first class, we put the wood through the chipper. And what happens is we'll make 4 semi-loads of wood chips for every load of firewood that we sell. So that allows us to keep our namesake intact. In other words, we sell quality firewood. Name of the company is Quality Firewood and Supply. And like I said, this is just another part of the big picture here. We get into the forest, we use a very high percentage of the wood, over 90% of the wood is used. We leave the forest in a condition where it can be regenerated, where we could plant new species, we could get more biodiversity, we could turn it into parkland. We have the ability to cut what trees are needed and to leave the ones that we want, for future growth and development and feedstock, to get new saplings off of. But this is, like I said, this is our big blue ox whole tree chipper. Okay, this is Chris Marzak at Quality Firewood again. This truck right here is Big Mac. It hauls all the firewood off this job. It's a 1996 truck. And when we have a full load on it, it weighs approximately 48,000 pounds. Now, this truck can get around in the backyard. It's got what they call live tandems. In other words, both back axles can be locked in to get extra traction. On this truck, we carry 2 products. We either bring you firewood logs, and these logs are between 6 and 18 inches in diameter, and they're 14 to 16 foot long. And we bring you it's all hardwoods. It's red oak, white oak, ash, maple, and cherry wood. And when we bring the logs, the way that you measure the logs is with a full cord measurement. A full cord of wood is a stack that's 4 foot wide, 4 foot tall, and 8 foot long. A load of wood for me, for $550, you're getting the heat equivalent to $3,600 of propane, $3,800 of fuel oil, and over $4,000 electricity. So it's a very wise investment in home heat. And this wood, this type of fuel, firewood, is the only wood, or the only type of fuel that regenerates itself. In other words, when we cut these hardwood trees off, they're getting new sprouts the very next spring. Out of every stump that you cut, you'll get 50 to 70 new sprouts out of that stump. Wood heat is good for everybody, and it's good for you. It saves you money, keeps you warm, and it's always there for you. We hope that we'll get the opportunity to serve you by bringing you firewood, logs, or wood chips. And our number is 810-650-1853, and my website is Chris Woodcutter, ChrisWoodcutter @yahoo.com. We're going to have a full website. You can come there for additional information, or you can call me at that 650 number anytime, and we'll serve you any way we can. Hope to make you a friend. Goodbye. This is Chris at Quality Firewood.